Hello everyone, Wise Guy Jesse here, and today I am playing Guild Wars. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of lag. It's like if you've seen my videos, you know that I do like recording on my laptop. So yeah, it's already I can't handle the game real well. It's just that kind of whenever I guess I like recording stuff up like this, and plus like the game already takes a lot for it to run on this, I guess, and recording all that stuff doesn't help it much. But anyways, yeah, so it's been several months or so that I've put up a video, and I am sorry for that. It's like that. I feel bad for all people that subscribe and then kind of didn't get any videos and stuff. Yeah, it was like college classes, all sorts of stuff like that, going along with those, and they had the finals come up, and then when I jumped back on, I just really didn't feel like playing that Mountain Blades like that much, because I think I've already mentioned it like in one of the videos that I just kind of played it a whole bunch, and it becomes like very repetitive. Everything just repeats over and over again, and it's kind of loses its fun. And so I actually did start playing this game, the Guild Wars 2, about what was it like 3 or 4 months ago. So it's like, as you see down here in the bottom corner, that I'm already like level 80, which is the max level, and the game comes with like you can have like 5 characters, but you're able to buy more character spots if you want. And I've already went off and bought, or I haven't bought any yet, but all 5 character spots I already have made, and 4 of the 5 of them are level 80s. The 5th one, it's like some engineer, char engineer that I don't really play a whole bunch. It's like here and there, but yeah. So the series, like, the first couple episodes, I think I'm going to end up kind of like explaining the whole basics to the game and stuff. Assuming that my videos actually work well, because I just went through, when I do recording, I always do like a little practice, like a little 20-second video thing to make sure that the mic's working, the graphics are looking decent, there's not a whole bunch of lag and stuff like that. And it was kind of jumpy and stuff like that, so I don't know how else it will go, but assuming it's going well and you're watching this right now, it means that the video did work well. So yeah, so right now, like, on the whole map, I'm way over here at the Oxbow Isle, which is over at Mount Maelstrom, of the whole area. And they have in this game some of the things that kind of go on is like go off and explore, and as you get all these places, they have the waypoints, which just allow you to fast travel around. They have the hearts, which are you help people out with various tasks. This guy was basically, they had little like zombie risen around. You go off and you kill those. It makes them happy. Once you get this area completed, then you'll get like a one chest that will have various items. It's supposed to be, I think, like 2 armor or weapon of the level of the area, so it's a 60, 70 level area. So I'm going to be getting items at that level, and also like a stack of like 40 of various material that can be found around here. So it could be things from I think around this place there's a whole bunch of like elder wood and stuff like that, trees they could chop down, and a whole bunch of different foods and stuff you could harvest, a whole bunch of things like that. The whole thing of completing areas like this is to get the world completion. Once you get that done, you end up getting 2 little world completion map things, and you end up changing those into this other thing. It's going to be the whole reason you need it is in this game you can make legendaries, and if you play the game, you know what the legendaries are. They're basically weapons in here. You can easily look them up on the trade posting, where it's kind of like if you played Guild Wars 1, you, instead of saying looking to buy in chat and looking to sell in chat, stuff like that, you could just flat out go on here and people are selling them for this price. And so these are legendaries. Each one's a different thing. You got the war horn, the axe, like that. Each thing does a different thing. Like this is Eternity. It's mixed between two great swords, but you can see like when he moves around, they have that effect on him, and his footsteps have that color to it too. So that's basically the thing with legendaries, is it's does a good bit of damage like that. Like, what was my guy's using, like a hammer? So the legendary hammer version is this one, so you can see the attacks a little higher and stuff. You go and preview it. It's this whole thing. Your whole body would turn into a kind of the Quicksilver look of the little ball, and that your whole person's armor gets changed into that kind of look. This whole thing with legendary stuff. So map completion, I already have the map complete on one person, so I already have two of the, I think it was like Gift of Mastery or something like that. That's what you make it into. But I figured I might as well go on this person. You see I got like 53 gold. Like right now, I don't really plan things out well, I guess, in this game, where I'm just kind of like run around, do whatever I want, whatever seems fun that day, I go off and do that. I was working on legendary a good bit, then I kind of went back to playing the whole world versus world, and then I came back to starting to play the whole PvE again and trying to gather some more items and kind of going off doing whatever sounds fun. They have one of the things that is kind of nice in the game. Like one of the actually main reasons I did buy the game was I thought the world versus world was really fun. I will probably end up doing that some later episode, assuming that the whole lag thing doesn't mess up and make the whole game bad. Like trying to move around a little bit. It seems like it's working better now than it was earlier, when I did the testing thing. But I'm still, like, the first couple of episodes, I kind of want to go through, explain what's going on and stuff. Have it so it's not going to be probably a whole bunch of action, just the basics of the game, and that will at least give me the chance to go and have videos being placed up. There's someone that just discovered waypoint. Okay, so some of the basics of the game, like, got like different armors and stuff like that. This stuff they end up having an update where you can like transmute things. So like if I want to, I could change the look of this into any of these. But my favorite was kind of the whole Armageddon thing. It was one of the last ones you come across in the game. Get the whole guild thing. Sure can go in there. I have one of my characters actually has this on, so kind of advertises the guild that I have. But then yeah, I wouldn't put on this guy because the whole scales and the arms don't go along with that. But they have the equipments. There's different kinds, like all the stuff you can see. It's the orange lettering, and it's saying down at the bottom part saying exotic. Exotics are pretty hard to come by. It's like that, like, and they drop every once in a while, but it's kind of hard to find one. You have rares, which are yellow. There's I don't think I have any of the other kinds, like the green ones. Those are masterwork. Those are decently common. And then I don't think any of the, okay, I guess this are. Yeah, they have the blue ones are just fine ones. You find a whole bunch, and the masterworks you find a whole bunch. If it wasn't for this one being one from that I ended up buying off of one of the Karma sellers. They have one of the things, it's like when you go throughout the game, like they have certain levels to it that requires. So when you get to like, one of the things that I do is I wait until I get to level 80 before I go off and I buy armor. I know some people will every so many levels they'll go and they'll buy new armor, but it just gets expensive stuff. I find it much cheaper and easier if you just go level all the way up to level 80 and you go off and buy the armor you need on that one trading outpost thing. And then you buy all the items and weapons and bows and all that stuff that you need. And then you don't have to worry about paying money every couple levels. And it makes your person also pretty tough. Like, you could see that on this one, they have the superior single of blood and the superior single of accuracy. Those are add-ons you can add to your weapons and stuff, so they could do something more. This one has healing, and you kind of see like on these like healing power. I have a good bit of healing power and a good bit of toughness and armor. It's because my guy, I have it set up like a tank build. He could take a good bit of damage like that. I have that healing power because I have the healing single or singlet on, and that gives me every second I get like 300 health at this place. But I mean, I'm also down 12 levels from normal. I think normal I'm getting like 400, about that much every second, so I could keep healing up. And my health, I think at that, when I'm at level 80, is actually like, trying to think, I think it's like 24,000. So it's like, you know, a good bit of healing. I also have like other, I have a trait on way up here. Where's, yeah, right here, I regenerate health based on the adrenaline level. They have, if you play Guild Wars 1, on Warrior, one of the things that I thought this Warrior would be the same as Guild Wars 1, where in order to use like all these attacks you need the adrenaline, so you'd have to keep on attacking and slowly build up, and you can see like fire or something like that slowly going up their skills, moving up to the top, and once they hit the top you had enough adrenaline to use it. And this one, adrenaline, is this: whenever you start hitting or you're getting hit by something, it starts to build up. And so when I'm off fighting and stuff, you can see that adrenaline thing in the trait said like 404 every second when adrenaline's full. So if I have adrenaline full, and I think when I'm in like a level 80 area, that goes up to being something like almost 500 a second. So if I have a full adrenaline there and have this going at like about 400, then I'm getting almost 1,000 every second, and so I could heal up really, really fast. It keeps me alive and in battle real well. The healing pass, or the healing power, also is really nice in my opinion for the trait I have is the shouts. You can show it shows healing on it, and you can see the letters are blue because there's something changing it from normal to add on to it. Because one of the traits I have is my shouts heal, and normally when I'm in like a level 80 area, my shouts are doing something like a little over 2,000, and so it's one of those things that's just kind of an extra boost to keep me alive. It makes it so I could sit there and be like a tank and just get the crap beat out of my person, but I'm regenerating so much health and stuff, and if it starts to, I get hit real hard and my health falls a lot, I just use the shouts and stuff to kind of reboost my health back up, and it makes it so I do survive a bit longer. One of the other things is like, they have the whole warrior thing. If you're not familiar with the Guild Wars 2, they have, I think it was 8 classes you could play. They have Warrior and Guardian are the only 2 like heavy armored class. Then there's the medium armor, which is Engineer, a Thief, and what was the other one? Engineer, Thief, and a Ranger. That's what it was, Ranger. And Then the light armor ones are Mesmer, Elementalist, and a Necro. And so like I know some of the people that play Guild Wars 2 were they're kind of sad and stuff like that, kind of upset that they didn't have like the monks and healers in it like they did in Guild Wars 1. So what they end up doing was like the Elementalist, when he uses water spells, it does healing. And so they basically, if you make your character Elementalist, people are going to be expecting you to be like the healer of the group kind of thing. Like my first character I made was an Elementalist, and I thought it would be fun because in Guild Wars 1, one of my main characters was an Elementalist, so I named him the same thing and everything like that. Jumped on and started running around, and it was pretty fun like that. But like I said before, like one of the main things about the game was because the one world versus world area. One thing is, like when you're attacking, you have this huge group of 50 to 60 people running around with you, and they're all sitting there getting hit by something, they're all wanting healed, and the problem is the spells only limit to like something like 5 or so people that can be healed at a time with some spells, and so they want a whole bunch of the elementalists there to be on the water tribute, and it becomes rather annoying because it's like, I know some people, well, I mean, I didn't get annoyed by it that much because I always used to Guild Wars 1. Mine was an Elementalist monk, so I was always stuck with healing. Anyways, people would jump into the arena or something, start throwing a huge fit saying that they wanted me to heal the whole group, and I'm like sitting there with a flame attributes, and so it's all damage and not much healing. But I would go off and do that anyway, so I've kind of same with this. Then when I went to this one, they have the whole, everybody wants me to go off and heal, so I was kind of used to it, one long fit. So this is kind of where if you were thinking of buying against that, Elementalist, like, be expecting to be like a healer and stuff, it's nothing bad. Like, I'm not saying it's bad to be Elementalist. Like, everybody needs Elementalists so they could actually go off and they could fight and heal up the group, because if the group's not being healed, then they can't really fight, and it's basically they're all helping each other. The Elementalists need the warriors to stay alive, so the warriors can protect them, and the warriors need the Elementalists to heal them, so they can stay alive. So it's a whole bunch of everybody helping each other out. Yeah. The only thing is, like, sometimes I don't know what server everybody else is on, but when it goes to the servers between these, like, I forget all the different servers, there's a whole bunch of different ones, but the tier 1 servers are the JQ for jQuery, TC for the Tarnished Coast, and BG for the Blackgate. And as you see, I'm on Tarnished Coast. A lot of people, I know some people are watching this video and they play Guild Wars 2 and they're from different servers. They probably will try to make fun of the TC server because TC is known for people who would role play. They'd sit there and they'd act out all these different things, and I mean, you would assume that it is a role play game, so you kind of do go along with things. It's just that it's like they're playing with other players, role playing all these different scenes and stuff. And people are probably going to say that I am some role player and stuff like that, trying to make fun of me for it. I didn't know it was a role play server, and I don't have a problem with role players. It's that like when I join, you like set up the game and it said like which server you want to join on. First one that popped up on there was the Tarnished Coast, and I was like, well, that sounds like a fun place. Well, I'm gonna go join that one. Clicked on it, joined, and said okay. So I ran around, and when I went to Edge of the Mist, that one makes it so whatever color you are on here, you're on that team. Like all the servers are placed together, so all the other servers, if they're blue, they're gonna be placed with us this week on there. And so what's gonna happen is when one time they had a tournament, the season 2 tournament, I think it was 2014 tournament, and it just ended a couple weeks ago. And one of the things that happened was there was the TC and JQ made like an alliance to beat Blackgate. Blackgate was beat, and obviously because it's 2 versus 1, and they got placed in like another tier, and then another group was placed in here. I think it was like Sea of Sorrow or something. Well, since Blackgate wasn't part of it, they happened to be green the same week we were green, and there was this a whole bunch of fighting that whole week in the Edge of the Mist because Blackgate was sitting there yelling at TC saying that we weren't any good and we were a miserable, pitiful server and stuff like that. And we're like sitting there, they're like, everybody's just going off on the Tarnished Coast saying that it was all of our fault for Alliance Time. Most of us didn't know it was Alliance at first. We were just, I think it was some major commanders or something like that of the groups, like decided to join up or something. And everybody was flipping out on TC saying it's our fault. I'm sitting there thinking, well, it's like, it's kind of a two-way path if you think of it. The JQ is also in Greensill Alliance too, so I mean, they don't want, again, like Blackgate, some of the people in there, they were all mad, and I heard rumors that they actually were going to like the Guild Wars 2 like officials and trying to like argue with them, saying there's rules at this place and that place, all these rules that are supposed to be broken and stuff. Talking a whole bunch of about how we're wrong stuff, and that's about all I cared for. I stopped listening after that. So they had that whole mess going on, and so that's one of the things that I probably can't, like, if my whole recording does go well, I think I probably will have tried to do World versus World. Like the person's like bored of this running around circles. I think it's starting to get lag a little bit. Yeah, so we'll check how long it's recording. Shows like 22 minutes, but I just saw an error saying something, I don't know what. So that's gonna suck if this whole recording was all messed up because of some error that happened a long time ago at the beginning of the video. It's like, it recording better than when I tried to do that Minecraft thing like last year or something. The only thing is, like, kind of, if there is an error to it, because I think that sometimes when it's really laggy like it is when I run around stuff, I think that the thing doesn't process it right, doesn't record it, so it kind of screws it up. But assuming this did work well, I probably will end up having a whole series go on, like I said. And like I said before, it's like going to be a whole bunch of like the first couple episodes are going to be the whole basics of what's going on, what's this mean, what's that mean, all those things. And normally I would have gone on to make the video almost 30 minutes long, but I'm kind of like a little worried of the whole like error thing to it, so I'm going to go ahead and click like the end recording here and then check over the video, make sure it's actually working right, because if not, I'm going to go record the whole thing again, which I mean, it's not a big problem because I mean it's only 20 minutes. But yeah, so basically I kind of sum it up, or I'm not thinking straight, like, I'm feeling a little tired, so I got like no sleep last night. But anyway, so I hope everybody starts to like the series like that. It's gonna be kind of slow at first, but it should start to get more action filled. One of the things that I'm kind of doing, if this actually works, is doing the whole like map completion and have everybody kind of like, or kind of record it as I go along, so you see all the stuff to it. hella fun. The only thing that's going to kind of suck and not be fun is if you haven't played this before, you probably don't know about them, but there's big ol' boss creatures like way up here at the beginning area. Over here in God's Lost Swamp, there's big old dragon called like Shadow Behemoth. It's a huge dragon. It takes up that whole spot. It spawns every so often. There's that Gormag that spawns something like right over here. Um, there's the Shatterer who spawns. I think it's like right over here or somewhere around here, I think. And there's the over here, like the Qualt or something like that. Big old monstrous dragon thing over there. And if you do the whole story mission to the end, there's this dragon who was like living underground over here, and you end up fighting him up in the sky with all these big old like airship balloons and stuff. So yeah, so like hopefully the recording all goes well. It's all loaded up, and if it's so, then you guys will end up seeing me go through and actually do the completions of these, and I would try to catch some of the others like recording going against like, these other giant dragon things stuff. They had it for a long time. These dragons, like I remember the one up here, you get killed so easy, but they had an update about a month ago or so from this right now, where they actually made all these monsters a little tougher because they had it where basically a whole bunch of people would show up and just kill it within a couple of minutes, and they would die so fast. Now they add like parts to it to make it actually last a little longer, which is kind of nice because it gives it more time for people who are doing like they have like boss chains where they go through and they attack all these different bosses all around the place. They go to like the Hydra Queen here, and they go up over here and all sorts of places. And what would happen was if you were falling behind, or if the spawn time between two bosses were really close, you basically miss one and stuff like that, and you couldn't get to the next one. But with them lasting longer, you could actually kind of jump into this one and then go off to the next one and not have to worry about the whole delay thing to it and like missing them. It gives more time for basically everybody to show up and actually do some damage. So yeah, we'll go ahead and end the episode here and go check out the recording like I said. Assuming this actually works, I will see you guys next time, and I plan on going in and kind of explaining a little bit of kind of more to it of what things are going to do, go off like show like harvesting and all that stuff, and more basics basically. So thanks for watching everybody. If you enjoyed, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, appreciate if you did. And I will see you guys next time, I guess. And bye.